guys, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Wow, it's almost the end of August, and I hope everybody had a wonderful summer. We sure had a very hot weather in Vancouver, and it's very smoky here. So be safe and try to enjoy your summer. Okay, so the August was a busy month for us after we come back from stamp away, and we did two online event. One was a Megami virtual event. One was one of the kind online event. They are both often, so I will put a link below if you guys want to join them. It's totally free, and they offer a lot of prizes, and then Local King Rubber Stamp is a sponsor for those events. Okay, so I promise the people who took my classes at the Stamp Away, I will recreate a video to give them a little bit of refreshment for the class. Sometimes taking class can be very overwhelming, too many information to absorb. So and I promise them I will create this video in case during the class they're missing something, so and they can catch up. So I know a lot of you guys knows that Local King Robert Stan is no longer traveling for the show, just a one or two show, probably in the Florida and Ohio. That's probably and the Edmonton and Calgary. Probably those are the few shows that we are attending. So and a lot of you want to take the class or want to attending the show, but you guys are far away. So for the next year, if I'm offering any classes at the show floor, I will offer the same deal for my online customer. Just make sure you subscribe Local King's newsletter and or YouTube channel, so that way you can get the more information. So I taught two classes at the Stampaway, and thank you for the people who signed out the class. We had a wonderful time, and Dave from the Rubbernecker, they are so kind. They actually lent their projector to me, so and then so we have a very good view and everybody can see well, and I've been doing these classes for a while, so I am totally comfortable to teaching a larger class, and then everybody had a wonderful time, I hope. Okay, so today's video, I'm going to try to just put the both of the video because it's actually this is kind of like a beginner's the class is not very complicated, so I think one video is good enough to cover both of the classes. So if you missed my class, this is exactly like a taking my class, but for the next year I will offer the same classes on board, not on board, I offer the same classes online, and then you can purchase or kit, and then you can do it at home. So far at this moment I have no idea what I'm going to teach next year, and I'm actually preparing for our Caribbean cruise and our Alaska cruise. So I will also offer the same on board classes to my viewers too. Not everybody can travel that far, right? So for our Caribbean cruise and our Alaska cruise, we still have a few spots available. It is so fun to join us, and for my class, basically, is absolutely free because you purchase the material that you need, and for our cruise, you will get the equal value of the goodie for the money you pay. Plus, you can have a 5 day and 7 days cruising time. And we did this is going to be our 6 and 7 stamping cruise, and it's going to be so much fun. Just make sure you check our website, and you can find all the information. Okay, let's do the first class. The first class is working with our magic mushroom. Everybody who signed out the class will get a set of magic mushroom. So it comes with 10 magic mushroom, and also with 2 holding bases, and also 2 hours classes plus all the paper material. But you do have to prepare prepare your own craft tool when you're attending the class. In the same when you're at home, you got to have the stuff that we need. Okay, before we start the class, we actually have a few awesome promotion online. Just make sure you check the local King Rubber Stand website. Is W of the websites here, and then we have some great deals. So make sure you check it out. And then if you already have or bundle set, here is 20% off for the all the regular prices if you want to purchase a set of a mushroom or some a set of markers. So the first class, so this is what we for our class. I prepare all the material that we need for our classes. There's a lot of classes. I think at a Stampaway, and I met Nancy and Tracy and Leah. They was helping us or boots doing the make and take. My boots was the worst at it was located at the the worst location. It was a very bad and it's a small booth, but my booth was the most busiest booth at the show. I guess Nancy and Tracy they attracted a lot of customers, so we had a wonderful time. And then next year, I already asked Nancy and Tracy come help me, hoping they will be there. And it's still years away. You guys can planning your trip. It's a great event, and the host of the show, Tad, they are just awesome. We had so much fun. Okay, and so those are the material that I prepare for the class. And there is a lot of classes. Probably there was like a 50 class. There was offered to public. And then I am I think locally Rubber Stamp is the company really want you to get a hands-on. It's not just like a glue the pre-stamp or pre-cut um, stuff to put together to make a card. Really want you to really try to using the tool that we are selling to get to know a little bit better how to use those products, because you guys watch a lot of video from me, but it's really different. Okay, so that's just so this is not a really complicated class. And because when you're teaching the public, you have to really consider the time, and then can everybody finish all the classes. So and then the class that went well. I'm actually very happy. Okay, so let's start with the first one. We are going to use this the curl background stamp, and because I'm preparing for the large classes, I actually print those image. And then you can use Versafine or any water-based water resist, not water-based, water resist impact, and then stamp your background and make sure they are completely dry before you apply any color. Okay, if you have been following my YouTube channel, you probably already see those technique. And first of all, I am using my Memento Impact, and then also in my video library, there is a few video talking about how you can use a reinker to add a few of the extra ink. So we are going to use our magic mushroom, and this is our magic mushroom, and you can see the size is pretty much different. This is just when you remove from the container. Before we use it, you got to soak them in the water. Make sure they are moisture, because when they dry, they don't blend well, and when they are too wet, you won't be able to pick up some color. So we're going to start a very basic one. So we just pick up some ink. Okay, and you can just testing a little bit, make sure not too much, and then we are going to just draw a little circle here and there. Okay, so just draw a little circle. I always use my finger to support my sponge. Okay, a little bit orange here. Okay, and then we are going to do a little bit darker color. So, and then you see we have this holding base to holding all the magic mushroom, so they don't run over on your table. And I already talked about how did I come up with this idea. And then see, we can these magic mushroom, you can rub, you can tap, you can do all different kind of things. And I have created over 100 plus videos to share with my customer how to use those magic mushroom. If you like to know the story of this magic mushroom, make sure you check our website. You can find all the information. Okay, so and then do the blending. I always remind my customers, you got to taking care of your tool and just make sure you have to support your sponge. Otherwise, if you keep doing this wiggling the head, after a while it's going to break. Okay, so I've been using my magic mushroom for a long time and they are still in a very good shape, and it's just an awesome blending tool. And at the show, actually, one of the vendor, they actually use it for apply the dry pastel. They work very well. And then see these that's just the first sample card. It's so easy. We basically just use our magic mushroom, kind of rubbing a little bit. Okay, and then also our magic mushroom is perfect for the stencil. So what you're going to do is we are going to just do this one, just to show you. So what you do is perfect for the stencil. If you have some metal sheet, some magnet, just holding it. Okay, I'm going to just use the same blue. When you can just tap, okay, tap is awesome because the sound of the stencil is very detailed, and if you use a brush, you probably pushing the stencil go under. So we can tap, okay. When you hit harder, it's a darker color. When you release a little bit pressure, kind of just patting on top, you can get a lighter color. Or you can draw a little circle. Okay, so fast to coloring. Okay, so you can draw a little circle here, and then you can actually blending with the other color. So you can do like a purple. So I'm using the magenta, and then when magenta mix with the blue, they actually kind of create a purple. Okay, so this is work well with dry pastel too. You can give it a try, but remember, treat your magic mushroom like your expensive brushes. If you use like acrylic paint or like a pigment impact, you got to make sure that you clean your magic mushroom right after you use it. Once when the ink is dry, your mushroom will become harder, so that way will damage your mushroom. So that's another way you can use a stencil. It's a perfect way to do it. So let's move to the next. Okay, so the next we're going to use this dew background stamp. This is one of our very popular background stamps, and I actually are offering a free digital die cut. So if you own a digital die cut machine, you can go to our website, you can download this PNG file, and then you can create a stencil. If you don't have a digital die cut machine, good time to find a friend who has a digital die cut machine. It's very easy to cut it. If you don't know anybody who have this digital die cut machine can help you, what you can do is you can just grab a piece of acetate or like vellum, okay, just put like that, and then use the alcohol or Sharpie markers, kind of just circle few of the bubbles, okay, not too many, just like this, okay. And then you just have to manually cut a few of the bubbles like this, and then you can create your own stencil just like that. So this stencil, you don't really need it if you make it like only one or two card. When I prepare, this is one of our free make and take. So I kind of prepare like a at the Stamp Fast show, I kind of have to prepare over like 200. So what I do is I just put this stencil on top, and I use remember inexpensive sponge, and I just put a little bit this Nuvo my favorite 3D glue, and then I just kind of use this glue and then put here, and then kind of just cover those bubbles, so I create a masking. Okay, you can see that. If you only make like a 1 or 2 card, you can just use this one and then put a lot of them, make like a really like a 3D. You can also use a diamond glaze 3D dimensional glue crystal effect. They all have a different kind of name. So that's the one way to do this. And I did one video, use this one to create the 3D eyeball. If you haven't got a chance to check out that video, look at this gorgeous eye. Look at this eyeball. Not pretty? Okay, so make sure you check our website or online video library and just type in how to create a 3D eyeball and it will pop out. So I'm masking few of the bubbles, so that way when I apply the ink on top, those bubble will stay masking. And then same thing, make sure your black ink is completely dry before you do anything. So I'm going to, and make sure you have to pre-moisture your magic mushroom before you use it. Just find a few spots and draw a little circle. And when I draw a little circle, in the middle, I push hard and kind of release my pressure. That's why you can see here is darker and on the outside is a little bit lighter. Just find a few of the bubble and draw a little circle. Kind of feel it, and always remember, support your sponge. Support your sponge. Otherwise, the sponge will break the head and you are going to have to buy a new set of a magic mushroom because we don't sell individual. Okay, and then I am going to do a little bit blue. Okay, just to find a spot, gently drawing a little circle. See, this one I didn't have a masking, so the bubble didn't stay clear. Just like this, and I'm going to use a little bit darker blue, and I don't even bother to clean my magic mushroom, so just do this, draw a little circle. You can tapping it or you can rubbing it, and I am using the Cougar White 100 pound. You got to use a little bit thicker cardstock because we are working with the ink, right? So you don't want your paper wrinkling. And see, I am circling and I just love to see them blending. But the most important thing is your background is very important. The image is very important. Some of you guys try say, oh wait, go home, try white, it doesn't look like that, because the rubber stamp image is so important. It's the soul of the stamp. It's about the image. And did I share with you guys some of my new design? So I am going to have 12 new background stamp. I'm working on 12 combo set. So far, I don't have time to sit down to do some drawing yet. So I am working on 12 new combo set, which is going to come with a die cut, and then to go with those 12 beautiful background. So you can see my background stamp. I design every single stamp like the way I do my drawing. So it's really detailed. Even you kind of zoom in too many times, you can still see all the fine line. So it's that's just how I design my stamp. Okay, so that's what to look like. And then you probably say, okay, so now we have a background. What are we gonna do? You can put a flower on top. So this was the one I did at the one of a kind online event. You can put anything on top. See, like this is pretty. It's so pretty already. You can put a butterfly on top, flowers on top, or I did this one on the one of the kind online event. Oop, it's upside down. Okay, so that's okay. You can put anything and you can use as the background. See, like this is the jungle leaf. Now we put this one. It looks totally different, right? Like This one is or birdie, and then see, it just makes different. Okay, so that's what you can do is you can use this one as your background color. Just like I mentioned before, that I don't really use a pattern paper. Somebody's here. I don't use a pattern paper because when I create a video, my viewer usually want to create something, same thing like I do. But if I use a pattern paper, those pattern paper probably like 10 years old, and then they can't find it, that will be like a very upset. So I usually create my background by using my own stamp. So like the first one, this is or curl, right? And then I have this jellyfish inside, and then same thing, how easy to color them. If you like to color like a alcohol marker, recently I like to color with alcohol marker too. I find it relaxing. I think I'm probably aging, that's why I find out. Before I hate it. Okay, so because Local King's die cut is right next to the stamp image, we don't really have that white gap between, so we can just freely cover it, color with any color you like, and then after you finish coloring, you just die cut it. Or what you can do is you can die cut first, and then do the coloring like I'm showing you in this video. See how fast, how easy. You can control them. If you want it darker, you just brush a little bit more color on top. If you want it lighter, just be gentle when you apply the color on top. And then see, just put on top, and that's a beautiful card, fast and easy. And then is a hands-on. You really get a chance to use your tool and create something. Okay, so that's so far we have these two, and then they all looks different way, right? Let's move on the other one. So the other one, we are going to use two color, and then in the end of this video, I'm going to actually show you how to taking care of your magic mushroom, your tool. So I'm using one light blue and one dark blue. This one is so easy. I am using my blue magic mushroom, and remember, you got to hold in your mushroom before you when you apply the color. So the first two I will share with you, kind of like a circling, wobbling. Now we are going to do a little bit different. We are going to just start 12 o'clock from your scratch paper, draw a line. One direction only, very, very important, one direction only. And then you rotate it. We are going to do another 12 o'clock. One direction only is very, very important. And the one direction and the one direction. Okay, very important, one direction. And then now I'm using the side of my magic mushroom. I'm going to add a little bit. Same thing, don't squeeze your mushroom, okay? Just gently hold it. If you squeeze it, they are going to change the shape. Okay, let's do a little bit. One direction. Just add a little bit color on top. Okay, now we are going to change to our darker color. So this one was a crystal blue number 22. I use a reinker to create my own impact. If you like to know how, please check my video library. All the information is over there, so you can find it. Now I'm going to rotate my paper a little bit, and be careful your fingerprint, and start from the other corner. One. You can try sunset color. Okay. Okay, that's the blue. I kind of like these, and then if you want to add a little bit more, kind of like a tip over a little bit, and then kind of pick out a little bit more color, and then voila. See how easy this card is, it right? And then you can put an eagle on top. Even if you don't want to put the eagle, you can just put some kind of sentiment on top, And that's a beautiful card. Just like that. Fast and easy, and then it's not just like a gluing, cut and glue. It's really you have to make this card happen. Okay, so that's the third card already, and then now I'm going to show you how to clean your magic mushroom, because I was using this my magic mushroom, the light color to the dark color, right? Okay, so my magic mushroom is actually darker color, but I might want to use the lighter blue again. So here's what you do. You are not going to dip your, like soak your magic mushroom completely in the water. You kind of just dip in the sponge area, okay, few times, and after the water is come out clean, okay, put your water away. Okay, and dry with the white cloth or paper towel. Okay, remember your magic mushroom have to be moisture but not wet. Okay, and then that was a color like that, right? And now see, your magic mushroom have no color anymore. And then if we want to do the light blue, here is a light blue. I don't clean my magic mushroom every time after I use it. It is just like your clothes. You try to avoid washing every single time you wear it, right? That way the life will live a little bit longer. Okay, so the next we are going to create this sunset looking, and then I actually print this image on the yellow cardstock. Same thing for you. You can use the VersaFine, the water resist impact. So I am going to find a little bit darker orange. Okay, and then I'm going to just use my orange impact. Let's see. Okay, maybe let's start with this one. Good enough. Okay, so we're gonna practice a little bit first before we start rubbing. First, you can see if we tap hard, you see that circle sign. If you just release a little bit pressure, we want to make it like a smooth sunset, right? So we want to hide the stroke as much we can. So first we can use, for some people like a little bit rough finish. You do whatever you like. You are the artist. You are the boss. So we can tapping it, and then we can do the circling. Circling, see, I start from the corner, from outside in. Kind of draw a little circle. Smoothly, slowly remove my ink. And then if not enough, go back, start again. Okay, so kind of brushing. See how smooth it is? If not enough, we go. We can mix with the tapping and the rubbing. It really depends on what you like. And also we can do the stroke I was showing you the last card, right? But the trick is the one direction only. You don't do this. If you do this, the marker will appear. So we try to avoid that. Okay, so now that's working on this one. So we're going to pick up the ink, start one corner. Okay, slowly draw a little circle. We want to hiding or stroke. Okay, and remember, use your finger to holding your sponge head. You don't want to damage your sponge head. Just like holding a baby, you got to support that baby's head, right? So let's do that, and kind of tapping a little bit, right? So that's how we're going to working on the four corners. Okay, and the other corner. Okay, just be careful. You don't want to get your finger tip. Okay, so it need a little bit practice. I know a lot of you guys have bought the magic mushroom and they go home, you maybe still don't have the, the perfect result you're looking for, but watch a few more video and do a little bit practice, you will get there. It's just like learning the bicycle, right? You got to practice a little bit. So that's the sunset color. I think that's a very pretty. And then now we can mix that with something else. So I am actually going to grab a red color. Okay, so red and orange, they will create a new color. So this time I'm kind of just kind of mixing with the scale that was showing on that blue card, the tree to the sky one. So it kind of just brushing some from all different corner. Remember, sometimes you can use the side, the corner, kind of create some kind of stroke. Ta-da! Pretty fast and amazing, right? And then you can put anything on top, even just a sentiment. I think that's beautiful cards, right? Okay, so and one more to share with you. Okay, so I did mention in the beginning of my video, local king rubber stamp die cut is right next to the stamp image. It doesn't have that white gap, so you can just let me just show you a quick one. See, this is one of my stamp, which is on the promotion right now. Take a look. See, we don't have that big white gap between, so that's why you can just using the magic mushroom to color. I'm going to create another video. This is actually the video I did at on the one of the kind online event. So I think a lot of my viewers probably not the member of the one of the kind, so you're probably missing it. I will create a video pretty soon to share with you. So same thing, here is the stamp image, and here is after die cut. See, no white gap at all. That does make a difference. So this one, because I was preparing for my class and I actually used a digital die cut machine to cut it, you can see there is a little bit white gap. But you guys just because the digital die cut machine, this depends on another story. Cricut, they can cut right next to the image. Okay, they don't have this offset area, and then they will cut between image too. But the problem is that the Cricut cutting platform is too small. Every time I can probably cut only like a 2-3, take forever to prepare the class. So, but the scan and cut, they can cut better, but the scan and cut, they don't cut these between the image. So I wish there is a machine can do all. So what you do is the same thing. You can stamp your image first, and then you do all your coloring, which I'm going to do another video to share with you guys the demo that I did it on the one of the kind page. But this one, just want to show you, or you can die cut first and do the coloring, just in case if you accidentally, sometimes you spend a lot of time to coloring, and then when you die cut, you didn't go through didn't cut the place supposed to do. So what I like to do is I always cut it first and then do the coloring. See, same thing. This is how I coloring, and also I will create another video to share with you how to masking part of your stamp image. See how fast and easy to color then. That's all because we have the die cut. If you don't have a die cut, that will be different story. You probably have to fussy cut all of them. That's if you like it, that's good. But if you don't, that's probably going to take a while to do that. So kind of do that. Okay, and then I have some small area. Okay, like to working on the details. I got at least one from the dollar store, so I am going to just use this one. This one is for applied eyeshadow. The quality is okay to work a few times, but if you constantly use them, they will start to shed it. So I just use this one. Kind of just give a little bit touch up here. See how pretty it is? And then we are going to use a green color, just to kind of give it color here. Okay, and then our die cut also come with an outline die cut, and you just mount on top and see how pretty it is. Okay, so this was one of my class that I taught at the Stampaway in August, and I hope this video will help you to get a little bit refreshment. And then leave me a comment, let me know what do you how you doing, and then have you tried your magic module, any question. I always check my email, and if you guys like to get some of the stamps, make sure you check our website, and we have an awesome promotion is running too, some special bundle, and also we have at least 20% off for all the regular price is LK Summer 20. Is this promotion is going to running for a week, and then but just check our website, and you will find all the information. Okay, so this is something about my class, and just stay tuned next time when if I am offer any class on the show floor, I will also offer the same deal for my online customer, so that way you can actually get a hands-on, because not everybody can travel far, right? Okay, so I hope you liked today's video, and I think this video is actually get a little bit too long. I am going to create another video of my marker class. The class actually was sold out. So if you have the butterflies combo set and the marker set, just have them ready, and you can join me, and we can craft together. So this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye, guys.